Jack, I'm trying to ask Jeeves a question. It's not letting me do it.
What are you trying to ask?
How to upload video content?
Right, okay. So I've heard of this thing. It's called YouTube.
YouTube. What's that?
I'm not that familiar with it, but it's some sort of video sharing platform
Mm,
where you can upload videos to there.
right. Well, that's exactly what I'm looking for.
Okay, well, yeah, why don't we do our podcast episode and then let's try and upload to YouTube. Hopefully Ask Jeeves will be working by then, and it can help us do that.
I hope so. Come on, let's crack on then.
All right. So, international break soon, isn't it?
Yep, it is.
So, what better time than talking about the Euros? Is it Euro 2020 or is it Euro 2021 now? What are we calling it?
Well, I don't even know. My brain's frazzled. Is it supposed to be the World Cup year next year?
Yeah,
So,
I think so.
And yeah, but we're only 1 year behind. So yeah, it'll be 2021 Euros. So yeah, Euro 2021 should have been Euros 2020. But yes, and England are in it. And I think, as you can see from this screen, we don't know what YouTube is, but we know what a tier list is, don't we, Jack?
We do know what a tier list is.
Yeah.
As our name is, for the love of lists, it gives it away.
Exactly. Hashtag FTLOL. Love it.
So, tier list.
Yeah.
Should we do England? I mean, you've got a lot of English players there all ready to be ranked. So, yeah, sounds like a plan.
It does. So, I think the way we're going to do it, as you can see, we've got 5 categories. First one, top tier, being guaranteed starter, meaning they are in the starting 11. The purple one, which is the tier below, is on the plane. Jack, how would you say it? Probably not in the starting 11, but will make the Euro squad.
Yeah.
The yellow, need to see more. Well, I think it says it there. You need to see a bit more of the player. Could potentially creep into that squad, but we don't know yet. Green, obviously staying at home means there is no chance of you coming. And we've got a blue tab, undecided, just in case me and Jack have a bit of a debate, which tends to happen.
Yeah.
So, Jack, I think we should kick off with the keepers. And fun enough, they're all organised as first.
Perfect.
World Wide Web, beautiful thing. So, first off, I believe that is Henderson.
Yeah.
So, where are we going with him?
I think he's on the plane.
He's on the plane. Any reason why he's not a guaranteed starter?
I think he's just not played enough for Man United. He's playing well, but I can't give him guaranteed starter yet. Where are you having him?
No, I agree. I think he's on the plane. You tend to take about 3 keepers, don't you?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with him on the plane. Right, Mr. Short Arms. Personally, I think he's had a half decent last few games. Jordan Pickford. He's got to be on the plane for me. I don't think he's a guaranteed starter. What about you?
Yeah, I think he's on the plane as well. Partly because looking at the other keepers, and you do tend to bring 3. There's only one other one in there that is any good for me. So, yeah, he's on the plane for me as well.
Can I pick who that one would be?
Sure.
Who I think that would be? Nick Pope?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's my guaranteed starter. I think the rest of them can go undecided. I'm not undecided, sorry. Staying at home.
Yeah, so, agree. I think Pope's been the best English keeper this season.
Yeah.
And I don't know why Heaton's there, to be honest. I don't think he's played all season, but yeah.
Just got to make the numbers up, innit, somehow. Right. Yeah. So your right backs, or depending how Southgate's going to play it. Right wing backs. Trippier, Mr. Betting Scandal. Where are you going to put him?
I think I'll put him staying at home.
Right. I'm going to put a curveball out here. I know we said undecided is whether me and you are undecided. I'm undecided on him, so I'm going to put him on the undecided. Reason being is because I think we need a bit of experience in that squad. And I know Kyle Walker is probably that, but I don't know whether he's going to be playing centre back for South.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm in the undecided for now.
So I think Kyle Walker is a guaranteed starter, not
Yeah.
necessarily at right back though.
Yeah, same. I'm with you on that one. Reece James, for me, he's on the plane because
Yeah,
I can't tell you who's going to be the right back for me, but I know he's going to go on the plane.
yeah, he'll be on the plane.
Trent,
Yeah, on the plane as well, I think. Well, it's a tough one. Yeah. I personally, I probably would. If I was playing a back four still, I probably would play Kyle Walker just because in the tournament you want defence first.
yeah, it's true. I think Reece James is probably the most likely out of those two, considering this season, to be the next in line to Kyle Walker
Yeah,
for
and
England.
given now Southgate as well. I mean, Trent's been around for a few years, but he's only got like 10 caps, and I
Yeah,
think Reece James has got 4 or 5 in the last year. So yeah, they're about neck and neck anyway in Southgate's mind.
yeah. If it was me personally, I'd have him guaranteed starter, but I just think Southgate will pick Walker. Right, I think that means Aaron Wan-Bissaka is staying at home for me.
Yeah, there's almost a new category we could do, which is some of these players consider a new country.
Yeah,
Because with the amount of right backs England have got, he's not getting capped anytime soon. I don't think.
that's true. I mean,
Good player, but
do we put him in a need to see more?
in a way, he fits. He does fit that bill. Yeah, I just doubt we will. But yeah, put him there.
Put him there. Let's do it. Mr. Hudson-Odoi. I think he's definitely on the plane. He's got to be.
I think need to see more.
I don't even know. I don't even know why he's in the defence. To be honest.
Well, he was playing right wing back, I think, wasn't he?
Let's leave it. Let's leave him. Let's leave him till later on.
Fair enough.
Managed to get there. Right. John Stones has to start for me.
Based on this season, yeah, and I think Maguire as well. I mean, he's the captain, isn't he?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Well,
Or Kane might be the captain.
yeah, depending on well, I don't know, since the Greece scandal, I don't know how much he's been involved.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he'll be in there. Tomori, looking at the other defenders, centre back wise. I mean, he's doing wonders at AC Milan, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he does fit the need to see more quite well. I mean,
Yeah.
he literally doesn't. What, he's got one England cap or something. So we do need to see more of him.
I do think he's going to feature in some of these friendlies coming up. Michael Keane. Now, he seems to be in and around the England squad of late anyway. Whether I'll put him on a plane with the names that we got, and I know it sounds ridiculous, but even Dyer, I think, has got more of a chance than him. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, so I suppose this depends on, are we looking at it, what Southgate's doing, what we're doing, or a bit of a mix, really?
Yeah, a bit of a mix, to be honest.
Yeah, I think we've seen enough of Keane for England, so I don't think he can go in there. I think he's probably got how many centre backs do you need? 4, 5?
You probably need 4, 2 to cover, depending on what he's playing. He might be playing 3 at the back, Southgate sometimes, doesn't he?
Yeah. Oh God, that's a tough one. That.
Do you know what I personally think? I think Connor Cody would go, and I think Kieran Dyer is long gone. Dyer will go.
I think you're probably right.
Depending on
Whether
tomorrow.
they warrant the place or not, I'd love to see the next one on that list, Tarkovsky, go. I
Yeah,
think he's way better than those two, but he's unlikely to. Again, playing for Burnley, it does put you at a disadvantage sometimes, unfortunately.
I think Keane staying at home. Dyer will end up going. I don't think he'll start. He'll be on the plane.
Yeah, he's potentially a midfield option as well, isn't he? Yeah, on the plane. I think we need to see more of Tarkovsky. He's only got 1 or 2 caps.
And he's not at the best of clubs, is he, to prove his...
No, I mean I think he's a brilliant centre. I think he's a top 3 English centre back. It's just
Yeah, he's not.
he's not been capped enough either.
I suppose the next man, Mings, I think he's been injury prone, but he seems to be in Southgate's plans quite a bit as well. I don't know about him.
Yeah. Personally, I don't really rate him that much. But yeah, he did feature in quite a lot of them qualifying games, didn't he?
Yeah, I personally think he's going to go on the plane. I don't think he merits it at all.
I'm undecided on that. I don't know on that one.
Keep him on the undecided.
Yeah.
Dunk, I think.
Dunk will stay at home. I'm not sure he should.
Yeah.
But I
old is
think he
he?
will. I think he's late 20s, 29 maybe.
I don't think you can put him in a need to see more category either. Then I think he'll start dying off, for lack of a better term. Connor Cody, I think he's going to be on the plane.
Cody's in this leadership squad that Southgate installed. So, or leadership group, sorry. So, yeah, he is in there for his leadership. And to be fair, he has been good when he's played for England.
Yeah.
He's not a bad player. In a free, I think you've got to have him if you're playing a 3 at the back.
100%.
If you're playing a 4, I don't know.
Yeah. Maitland-Niles, we'll leave him. We'll just finish off the centre backs quickly. Gomez.
He's staying. Yeah, he's injured, isn't he? Staying at home just because he's injured. I mean, I think he's a bit overrated, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's a good few centre backs better than him, but
Van
Dijk, being with Van Dijk's helped.
That's it. So right, on to the other side now. The flip side, left back. Luke Shaw, I think, has to go. I think he's a guarantee.
He starts, I reckon.
I think the way he's played this season has been pretty phenomenal, considering how people were writing him off a year or so back.
Yeah.
For Man United. Maitland-Niles, I think he will category where he fits 2 positions or 3 positions, really. I don't know. When he was at Arsenal, he played loads of positions, didn't he?
Yeah, he's played left wing back a lot, right wing back a lot. I think he wants to play centre mid, which is his problem, really. That he's got all the tools to be a really good wing back. I think he's staying at home because he just didn't play in the first half of the season, and now for West Brom he's playing in centre mid, and
yeah,
he's just, for me that's not his natural position, but he thinks it is.
No, I agree. He can stay at home. Chilwell, I think he definitely is on the plane. You need that backup.
Yeah,
experienced. I mean, normally he's first choice, but I think after this season he may drop down to the bench.
Yeah.
Dory's made himself back up to the position. I don't know how. Right, Danny Rose. I think we're very clear he's staying at home. He's done nothing.
Yeah, there's a couple of these now that are coming up that are quite clear, really.
Yeah. Holgate. Need to see more?
I would say need to see more, yeah. Has he? Because he's been playing right back a lot. Because Ancelotti's been playing basically 4 centre backs, and just the fact that he can play there and he can play defensive mids as well makes him a decent squad option potentially. Sort of what Maitland-Niles thought he would have been, but he obviously hasn't played enough. So yeah, need to see more.
Delph, I have no idea why he's on this list.
He should be even below staying at home.
Yeah.
He should be retired or something.
Yeah.
I'll be
Right.
shocked if he gets another England cap.
Yeah, be ridiculous. Declan Rice, I think he's a starter.
So do I. I think England. He's the only player in that England midfield that his first thought is defence.
Yeah.
Really, all the others are more progressive and ball players rather than actual defensive midfielders.
I think the same goes for Jude Bellingham. I don't think he's a starter, but I think he's in that same bracket as Declan Rice.
Do you think he's on the plane?
I think so. Do you not think? He's doing it for.
I know he is. I know. He's playing every week for Dortmund.
I mean, there'll be questions asked of Southgate if he doesn't get on the plane.
Can you move him to a bit later? Because I just need to think who else is in that midfield to see what put him as undecided for now. Because I think I know what you're saying, but if there ends up being like seven centre mids or something potentially.
Yeah, good point. Calvin Phillips cannot be taken. I'm sorry, I don't see the hype of him. I think need to see more, maybe.
Yeah, he's not. I think if you look at the two lists, he more fits the need to see more just in terms of the type of player.
Yeah.
Like some of those guys that are staying at home are 100% not going to this Euros, but you just never know with him.
Yeah. Loftus-Cheek. Now that's a hard one.
Because Southgate likes him though, didn't he? He got in the World Cup squad.
But at that time, I think he was doing okay for Chelsea. Whereas he's at Fulham now and he's still doing good, but he's at Fulham. I don't know. He's not. And the thing is, he's not young anymore.
No, he's not. Do you know what I would like to see on this list instead of him? His teammate, Ademola Lookman. But I suppose England are stacked on the wing, so it would be a difficult one. But he's probably more deserving of a cap on this season.
Okay, I'm undecided on him. We can come back to him.
Yeah.
Henderson.
Oh, so he's definitely on the plane as a minimum.
He's injured at the moment. I don't know how long for though. I believe he's out for the rest of the season, so that may impact his chances to be on a plane. I mean, if it was any normal season, he'd be on the plane definitely. We'll put him on a plane.
Yeah. I think because the Euros is it late May, early June?
Yeah, so he
may. Or is that the start of internationals? Yeah, I think give him the benefit of the doubt. I mean,
look at the top two. Look at the people going at the moment. Experience-wise, you're not really looking at much, are you? You're probably looking at Luke, Stones, and Walker.
I think he's the vice captain, isn't he?
Yeah,
or something. One of the guys. So yeah, he's. I think on the plane is a minimum that.
Right, Ox. I think he's staying up.
Yeah,
he's got to.
He's only played about 3 games this season or something.
How old is he now? He must be.
I think he's around our age.
Yeah, so he should have established a spot in the team by now. Right.
Yeah.
JWP.
I like him.
So do I.
Do you know what? It's a weird one. He hasn't got any caps really, but I think for his set pieces alone.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the name so far.
There's no net.
Who would be on set pieces for England?
Trent, maybe.
Trent, yeah. So that's. I mean, he's good. That's only one though. Possibly from corners, Reece James.
I think we need to see more of him.
Yeah. I
Put
think
him,
as a minimum.
I'll put undecided for now because we could go back to him. Harry Winks, I don't think he's worthy of a spot. A lot of people rate him. I can see glimpses of talent, but compared to some of the other names coming up, I can't see how he's getting in their squad.
No, I don't. I think for a lot of these players, they're not playing for their clubs. It's difficult to justify them with even need to see more because you're not even going to have the match fitness. And yeah, Winks hasn't been playing for Spurs. There's a lot of potential centre mids on this that go above him, quite a few. So yeah, I think that's right.
Bye Winks. Right, Maddison.
Let's just think. What are England going to be playing? 4-3-3?
Yeah, I think so. They play with the two wingers, don't they? They're kind of diamond shaped.
So that midfield at the minute, the one guaranteed star we've got is Rice.
Yeah.
Right. So
should we put the obvious? I personally think the obvious is Mount.
yeah, I was going to say yeah. Mount is a guaranteed starter. I
Yes.
think Rice and Mount are in there. I think you're looking at a toss up there between Henderson if he's fit, and Maddison if he plays 4-3-3. If he plays three at the back, then yeah, I think he'll just go with probably Rice and Mount. So yeah, I mean Maddison is as close to being a starter as you can get, I think.
Yeah.
But potentially he's not quite a starter.
Should put him on the plane then for now.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose at the end of it we'll have to try and get 11 players on that guaranteed starter bit, won't we? So yeah, let's put him in there.
Jesse Lingard. Now
guaranteed starter, captain.
I think you're right. At the moment he is. I think that move's done him wonders though. It has kind of probably put, I suppose, a spanner in the works for
Yeah, imagine this being an option a couple of months ago.
Oh, we'd be laughing. You'd be laughing. I don't know. I think I'm going to put him undecided for now because it's one you can toss up.
Yeah.
Can't you? And we don't even know how close they are. Is it 23-man squad or 30-man squad? I don't know what you get to take to.
Yeah, I think you start with 30, don't you? Then you cut it down.
Yeah. Ross Barkley. I think he's injured at the moment. He's had a half decent season, but he's always that. I personally think he's always a custball player for any club he's at. Aston Villa, he's kind of found that place where he belongs, I suppose.
They just play a bit manic. I think he's good in manic situations. I think he can play structured football.
Yeah, I like him personally. I've always liked him. I think I wanted him at Chelsea, but when he's at Everton, I personally think he's going to jump on a plane.
Looking at, I don't see how he jumps on the plane over
Maddison.
No, Maddison's on the plane.
He's on the plane, yeah.
I don't know. JWP. I think they're.
What we'll do, we'll go back to this. I'm going to put him on the undecided because that seems to be an issue.
Yeah.
Dele Alli, I think he's staying at home. I don't think he's jumping on the plane.
He'll be staying at home, yeah.
Right. I think Hudson-Odoi is in his right place now. Those listening to the podcast, he keeps popping up in the defenders and the goalkeepers list. I don't know why. Right. Callum, I think he's on the plane.
I think need to see more?
Just a bit.
Because it's a weird one, yeah. Maybe he is on the plane. He can play so many positions well as well.
The middle as well.
Yeah, and even if they go 5 at the back, he did play there a couple of times, didn't he? That I think though, probably do need to see a little bit more on him. Might need to do a numbers check. At the end, we can sort of adjust this anyway to try and get I suppose a 23 or a 30.
Should we put him in a plane without him? Or do you want to see more? I'm happy to put him to see more, to be honest, because I can see what you're saying. I think the next.
Because when you look at the next few options, bear in mind, his position is probably the most stacked position England have got.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll put him in the need to see more category. Right, Harvey Barnes.
And for that reason, I think he's staying at home. Well, he's injured, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he is.
I think that probably makes our job easy. Actually, he got quite a bad injury. I think it was an ACL.
He's a decent player, though, to be fair to him. I think he would have been pushing for it.
Yeah.
I think you cannot leave Phil Foden out. I think he has to go on the plane for me.
He's on the plane, definitely. Yeah.
A title-winning player, I think, this year. Again. Right. Jack Grealish. He's gone a bit quiet, isn't he?
Yeah. He's been injured as well. I think he's on the plane.
Yeah, I agree. I think there'd be uproar. Everyone hates that Mount was playing over Grealish at some point.
But Grealish is a left winger as well. And, there's so many good left wingers.
Well, go on.
Even if you think Grealish is a better player than Mount, which is a valid opinion, I suppose, it doesn't necessarily mean he's a better fit in an England team. But yeah, he's definitely going to be on the plane, but I don't think he starts.
Right, Greenwood. That's a hard one.
Yeah.
It is and it isn't, because there's a lot of wingers, and
he doesn't warrant a place in the team, but
I'm going to put him in the undecided for now, just because the next one's coming up are, I think, guaranteed starts. So Rashford, I think he starts.
Definitely, yeah. He's got the left wing spot, and that is why people like Grealish are on the bench.
Yep, so Rashford starts. Nathan Redmond, as you said, captain. I think, I don't know why he's in this list, but he's staying at home. That staying at home squad is looking absolutely diabolical.
Yeah.
Raheem Sterling, he starts.
This is a tough one.
He's got to start, and he's always starting in England games. You don't think?
He has, but so has, I don't know, Sancho's played quite a lot recently as well.
That's a good point.
I would, if it was me, based off of this season, I would go for Sterling over Sancho.
See, I think for me, like you, I think he's probably more used to Kane. I'm already saying that Kane is going to start anyway.
That's a given.
I think he's more used to Kane. I think that's the reason why. He would probably know where his positioning is, etc. So I'm going to go Sterling start. He has to. I don't know how he wouldn't. So far in our starting 11, we've got Nick Pope, Kyle Walker, John Stones, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, Rice, Mount, Rashford, Sterling. Got 2 more positions.
Yeah. And one of them will be, you might as well get out of the way, Harry Kane.
Sorry, let me just put him up here.
So I think that the position that we're after is a midfield option. So the rest of these now will be at maximum on the plane that we've got left.
Yeah. So Sancho's definitely on the plane.
Yeah, Sancho's the closest I think out of any player there to be starting.
100%. Saka, I personally think he should be on the plane, maybe pushing for a spot. I love the.
Yeah,
I think it's brilliant.
yeah. I think if he had a set position that at the minute it looks like right wing. If only he wasn't a right winger, I think he'd be starting. I think, but yeah, the wing's got a lot of options.
Tammy Abraham. Now, let me list the strikers, I suppose, because we can nail it down easier here. Tammy Abraham, Danny Ings, Patrick Bamford, DCL, and Wilson.
I think DCL is the one out of all those that's jumping out as on the plane.
Yeah.
There's not much to choose from out of the rest. They're not great.
I'd personally, for a different option, I'd have Danny Ings. I don't think Patrick Bamford should be anywhere near it.
Yeah, I think Bamford is definitely, yeah. Bamford and Wilson, really.
Staying at home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bamford and Wilson are staying at home. Danny Ings, I think DCL on the plane, 100%. Right, Tammy and Danny Ings. It's between those two. That's a tough one because they both offer something different.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Well, Ings is a little bit.
Go on.
He's a little bit like Kane, which could be a good thing and a bad thing. Because I suppose if Kane gets injured,
I'd say the same about Tammy and DCL. There's a tiny similarity in terms of aerial presence and stuff like that, and bringing the ball down, playing it, and making. That's a hard one. Obviously, being a Chelsea fan myself, I know that Tammy can do stuff, but I also don't think. I think people overrate him a lot.
Yeah. In a way, you need to see more of both of them.
Yeah, it's true. Can you take only 2 strikers? I don't think you can you?
No, you can't. You can't. One of them would have to go, really.
I think based on the amount of Premier League goals he gets for Southampton, and he is the main man. I don't even know if he's captain. I don't think James Ward-Prowse is captain, but Danny Ings has to go for me.
Yeah, put him in there. I think if this was Euro 2020 last year, he'd be even above DCL in the pecking order, wouldn't he? But it's just those injuries recently. So yeah, let's put him in. So
Tammy in the need to see more category.
So we've got 10 starters at the moment, I think.
Yeah, so let me go through them. So Nick Pope, like we said, Carl Walker, John Stones, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, Declan Rice, Mason Mount, Rashford, Sterling, and Kane. So one more, and that will be a centre mid. So the centre mids that we've got on a plane are Maddison. I don't know if you can put Dyer in there. Henderson.
That's it, really, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
And the undecided, you want to add that? You got Jesse Lingard, Jude Bellingham, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, James Ward-Prowse, Barkley, and that's it from the centre mids.
Yeah, I think. That's really. It basically depends on whether you want to play attacking or not. And if you play attacking, you pick Maddison. If you play more defensive, pick Henderson.
Yeah.
I think I would probably bet that Henderson would play.
Yeah, I think looking at that, Mason Mount is if you're looking at the Mason Mount, Rashford and Sterling, that's quite an attacking front, middle three, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Mount and Maddison in one team leaves Declan Rice with a little bit of a job on his hands.
Yeah, and I think a bit of experience in that midfield as well. I think that's quite a decent team, to be fair. Right, but playing? So how many we've got? We've got one. We've got the 11. Then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 plus 11. So you got 25.
So we could do 30 then and bring 5 more in. So we'll just do the initial squad.
Yeah, I think so. So on the undecided, Trippier, James Ward-Prowse, Mings, Loftus-Cheek, Bellingham, Lingard, Barkley, and you have got Greenwood. So I think Bellingham will have to go. Personally,
Yeah,
I have a centre defensive mid unless you're going to put Dyer there.
yeah. I think Ward-Prowse as well for his free kicks.
Ward-Prowse, yep. On the need to see more, I think you can probably draft in Callum Hudson-Odoi there.
Yeah. So what does that leave us with?
We added 3 there, didn't we? It was on 25, so it's 28. Got 2 more.
How many centre backs do we have?
Centre back wise, we've got, if we're counting Walker as centre back as well, to fill in, got 3 plus Connor Cody. Yeah, I only got 4. So you could probably, and Dyer maybe. So 5. But Tomori could creep in there, I think.
I think you're looking at one of Tomori or Tarkowski.
I don't know, the way Tomori's playing at a high level at the moment.
Yeah, if we're speaking about realistically, Tomori is going to be more likely to. Whether he actually deserves it over Tarkowski is another matter. But yeah, I think Tomori is getting a lot of good press at the moment.
Yep. So one more. So it could be Tarkowski again. Or basically you've got to pick between Phillips, Abraham, Holgate, Tarkowski and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Now in that right back position, we've already got Kyle Walker, Trent and Reece James.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's going to be Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
So who was in the undecided?
We still have Trippier, another right back. So he can stay. I think he can stay at home.
Yeah.
Mings may go probably.
I think if Tomori's going in there as well, I'm not sure that Mings would be required.
True. Let's put him home. Staying home, mate. Jesse Lingard. Do you think he's gonna make a late run? He's getting a lot of press.
I wouldn't put it past him.
No, nor would I.
Yeah. I actually wouldn't.
Winger wise, we've got a few. So I don't think Greenwood's going to make it. Especially after the antics of last time he was in England's squad.
Greenwood's not necessarily been playing, has he, that much? It's not like last season. Like, there's a few different options.
But not this season, no.
And he's not been captured, has he, because of the Iceland thing?
Right. So then we've got Loftus-Cheek and Lingard, Barkley.
I don't think Loftus-Cheek goes.
No, I know why. So
it's basically out of who's going to make a better run.
At the end,
Lingard's the form player at the moment.
Yeah. I think Lingard, it sounds ridiculous. You know, like you said, a month back, we would not be saying this, but Lingard's going to be the man that's going to go on that plane.
Yeah, I mean, it's 30, isn't it? So it will get chopped down, I suppose. But yeah, I think so as well. He did score at the World Cup, the last World Cup. He's played quite a lot for England. And
I suppose it's experience.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we'll have to put him in and put him in. Sorry, Ross. Bit of a rough one on you, mate, but need to see more. At your age. No, I think you're staying at home. So that means they need to see more guys. They won't be going on the plane, but you know, there's potential for them in future tournaments. So that leaves us with our final 11, which I'll go through again. So that's Nick Pope, Carl Walker, John Stones, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, Declan Rice, Jordan Henderson, Mason Mount, Marcus Rashford, Raheem Sterling, and Harry Kane. And then on the plane, in the squad, and we're going for a 30-man squad, by the way. So that's Jordan Henderson, what's his name? Just Henderson. What's his first name actually? I only know his surname. Henderson.
Dean
Dean,
Henderson.
that's it. Dean Henderson. Dean Henderson. Jordan Pickford. Reece James. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Connor Cody. Ben Chilwell. Madison. What's his first name?
James.
James, that's it. Let's just do the surnames for now. Dyer. Grealish. Foden. Sancho. DCL. Abbreviations also. Saka. Ings. Cho. Kanamata Nadoy. JWP. James Ward-Prowse. Bellingham. Tamori. And Jesse Lingard. J Lings nicknames. What? I mean, that's not bad, is it? of a squad. I don't think that's too bad in terms of getting at least to the last 16. I mean, that should be expected for this squad. There's certain players on there thinking, how you getting in? Like Dyer.
Yeah, I think the centre mid is the weakness in the team, probably. Well, sort of centre back in a way. There's quite a few decent centre backs, but no one's like world class.
It's their lack of experience, I think. I mean, the only world class players you can probably say are Harry Kane. Would you put Kyle Walker in that category?
I mean,
he's probably
before this season, I would have said Trent, and then Sterling, Sancho, possibly.
Yeah.
Sterling's underrated, I think, because he's not very flashy, is he? But yeah, Kane's the clear best player in the side.
Yeah, but look at the star boys in that squad: Mason Mount, Saka, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Reece James, Foden.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the type of names that can produce if they really want to push it. And I'm pretty sure half or even all of them were part of that. Was it under 18s or under 21 World Cup winning side?
I think it was one of them was. I think they won under 17s.
Yeah.
And under 20s. I think they won both.
So
maybe the Euros and the World Cup.
So that's pretty good, to be fair. And they're almost likely coming up against the same players, or obviously some experienced players, but these boys have to do the step up at some point. So that's not bad. I'm not saying we're going to win it, but I'm not saying that we're definitely ones to write off straight away. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Shit, we better do a Scotland one. Yeah, that will go down well. Brilliant. All right, that's a decent squad, and I just cannot fathom why Delph is in this list out of anyone. I mean, I could have picked someone completely different. I don't know, like someone who's not even recognised for England, like Ethan Pinnock, maybe. He'd probably be more worthy of a spot in an England place than Delph. I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah. I mean, there's like Ezri Konsa's not on there as well, and he could easily get a cap from Portugal as well. So I think England do need to cap him as well, just to stop other countries getting him. But yeah, there's some strange ones on it. I mean, Tom Heaton as well. That's a bit of a weird one, but
yeah,
I guess they need to find an English goalkeeper.
Odd, but yeah, decent, Jack. What have we got next week?
So next week, we've delayed our what was scheduled to be this week episode, which is the top 5 managers of all time.
Well, thank you, Jack. First, YouTube video. Amazing. And FTLOL first. Love it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you like us on Apple Podcasts as well, and give us a 5-star rating. Make sure you tell your friends, your family, whoever. But as always, and a YouTube first as well, you make sure you keep it FTLOL.